We're here in somewhat of opposition to this article. So similar to those of you who are here, and we heard that it's a winter right. Those of you who have heard me speak on this before will understand where I'm coming from on this. But we have raised the minimum wage rapidly here in Rhode Island. We've raised it $2.20 over the last 5 years, and we're now $2.35 above the federal minimum wage. Our concern here from the Chamber is that we need to be very thoughtful in how we approach this issue. So, for example, I don't think that anyone is going to argue that we should adopt the federal minimum wage. I think it's clear to everyone that our cost of living here in Rhode Island is greater than that of many states in the middle of the country, for example. So I think that we all can agree that our minimum wage should be above that of the federal minimum wage. However, what we haven't done, or if it's been done, I've yet to see it, we don't have any information as to what percentage above the federal minimum wage we probably should stay within. And the reason we would like to look into this is because while we do expect that we should be higher, we want to know exactly how much higher we should go to account for our greater cost of living so that we can make our minimum wage at that level and not harm small businesses, because obviously increasing the minimum wage can do some damage to the small business community because they have to make payroll, and that can be a struggle for them on a month-to-month basis. Also, you'll probably likely hear some testimony after I'm done and home about how we have seen unemployment go down, or that our economy has improved while we've been increasing the minimum wage over the last 5 years. And I would caution this committee that correlation does not equal causation. And what I mean by that is just because two things happen to go together in time doesn't mean that one caused the other. In fact, we may have been able to see greater gains or lower unemployment had we not rapidly increased the minimum wage. But because we hadn't done those studies that I'm suggesting that we do now, we'll probably never know if that's the case or not. But I would suggest that this committee or another committee look into possibly figuring out where we should be in terms of the minimum wage. But when I say that, I also am not suggesting that we index it to the CPI. We have never supported that because we do think that the legislature's role in setting the state's minimum wage is an important one, and that this body should be able to respond to any types of market forces that we see in the Rhode Island economy. And I did submit written testimony, so with that I'd be happy to take any questions.